Welcome back, survivors! In the last episode, we found the coal, and in the meantime, between these two episodes, I started trying to find Caterium ore to start setting up mining for that. I found a Caterium node out here. Was just using the old scanner to find it, and I found it out here in a place that was very difficult to get to. Right? I walked my way over here and then saw it down there, and I was like, "Oh crap! How am I going to get to it?" So I came down this way, and I realized, "Hey, dummy, you could just build to it." Because the way the building system works, you can just literally lay down a foundation and snap other stuff to it and get there. So I did that. The only problem is, it's got these giant rocks on top of it that won't let me place a miner down on the Caterium ore. Not sure what's up with that, but I can't place a miner to get the ore out. I can hit it with my hammer, or my little pick, or whatever, and manually mine it, but ain't nobody got time for that. Takes too long to manually mine it, and I don't want to sit there and do it. So I'm going to have to find another Caterium ore node. But anyways, then I said, oh yeah, what about that coal that was out here too? There was that coal that was not very far from here. I could just do the same thing to get to it, right? And sure enough, I ran my way over here, searched for the coal, and it is over here. And I just did the same thing. I built a platform to get to it. There it is. You can drop down on this side, not take any fall damage. There we go. And yeah, here it is. Built. All I had to do was build that one little ramp to get to it. I didn't realize that we were looking at it from over, I think on that side over there. Somewhere over there, we were looking across at it, and it's like, oh man, I can't get to it. And I was like, you know, when it dawned on me that I could just build to it, I felt really dumb, honestly. I guess I just hadn't considered it. But anyways, I did something very similar. I set up, this is the Miner Mark II. This is the new miner. I built it, so it is much faster than the original one. It does consume more electricity, but it is much faster. This is the second tier conveyor belt, the Mark II conveyor belt, which is considerably faster than the original one. And it is still not fast enough to get the ore out of this thing. You see, it's full again. It's filled back up with coal. It is producing it faster than the conveyor belt can take it out of there. So that's pretty cool. And I just set up a coal generator right here, funneling the coal into it, so it's completely automated. I never have to worry about this again. That is our iron production up there that runs to our factory. So we're not that far from our factory, so I thought I would start shipping it out, and realized that I was filling up these containers very quickly, so I had to build a second one until we can get to that second tier container, which should hold more. But anyways, I built a little platform to get across here. This is just foundations. It's pretty simple. I don't know that I've actually shown it in this game, but the building system is very simple. It just takes a little concrete, place down a foundation. You can place it almost anywhere, and then the rest of them just kind of snap to it and build out as you go. And I just, you know, kept placing the foundations down until I got over here, and boom, we're done. Pretty simple building system. We've seen it in a couple of other games with using the same engine. It's something specific to this game engine, I think. But anyways, this is our factory. So we're not far from it. So I can route that coal over to our factory and start running our factory on coal production, on coal generators, instead of having 3 biogenerators inside there. I could probably get away with 1 or 2, maybe 1 overclocked coal generator, but probably just 2 generators total. So it's going to save us a lot of hassle and be a more efficient fuel to power our generators, because what I currently have to do is get on my tractor, which I left way back over there, is get on my tractor, run up here, refuel everything, and then grab some more biofuel, or grab some more leaves and wood, and get my biogenerators running again to make more biofuel, and then run back to my base and refuel the generators over there to keep everything running, right? It's kind of a hassle. This should make it easier. I'll just have the coal come to me, I grab the coal, throw it into the generator, done. I might even be able to split it off like I had done. What is this? Limestone? Oh, nice. I might even be able to split it off like I do right there. Just have it run up and just dump directly into a generator and done, you know? So now we've got 2 coal nodes. We've got this one right here, and then the one that we went and found to the east of our factory over there. I got to go get my tractor. I left it way back over here, and I want to go set up a second gen or Mark II miner on top of that second coal node, so we can really start cranking out a lot of coal out of that one too. Oh, here's some iron over here. Oh, that's right. There's one other thing over here. This is really cool. This is a really good spot, actually. There's 2 iron nodes right there. And then I walk over to this hill and look down, and there's 2 more right there. And then I look down over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So there's 8 iron nodes right here in this tiny little spot. You could really crank out a lot of iron with that coal nearby. You could probably crank out a lot of steel too. I may get down there and set up a little iron production down here as well. I don't currently need any, but let's jump in the tractor. Let's go set up our second coal generator, get it up and running with the new miner, and let's start funneling some of this coal to our base and our factory so we can get a much more efficient fuel system now for our generators. Alright, here we are at our our original coal production facility here. Make sure my tractor stops and doesn't run off from me again. And yeah, our storage container's full. So I got to build a second storage container. We really need to get those higher capacity storage containers. Also, I ran another cable down and over to here and set up a started, I guess I should say, started setting up an iron production over here, because there are 2 iron nodes right here, and I think that's limestone right there. So we could have a whole other little factory over here where we'll have power, iron, limestone, all in one little place. So this would be a pretty good spot to set up another little factory, but I think what oh, there's a slug right there. You can see them so well in the dark. That looks like a yellow one. It's surrounded by those poisonous, toxic plants. Anyways, stop getting sidetracked, Jimmy. We need to get this coal out of here and get it to either our factory or our base. So, I mean, I could manually pull it out and throw it in the truck and drive it over there. The tractor, I mean. But I think it's probably going to be better to set up a conveyor system at least. Oh, shoot! I forgot. I had to remove a couple of those to build something. I had to remove like the last 2 ramps. Let's see. These are on the walkway ramps. I needed the steel, or I mean the iron, to make something over here. And had to dismantle those. Kind of forgot to put them back. Alright, so I need to make a Mark II with this. The miner should have everything we need here. Production, miner Mark II, and we need it to face out this direction. Yeah, like that. And let's go ahead and get conveyor belt Mark II going as well, since we're splitting this. We'll have that. Now we got it coming out of here fast, and then it'll split off into 2 directions, so it won't slow down once it leaves that split here. So the split won't slow down the production as much. So we got coal coming out of there. Alright, so yeah, I need to funnel this, figure out a way to funnel this towards my base. Again, this is one of those things I should probably set up one of those automated tractors. I haven't played around with that yet. I just keep finding new stuff and wanting to explore, and really haven't sat down and made myself learn how to program these tractors and get them to go where I want them to go and deliver the resources yet. Which would be a nice way of doing it, but again, that's something you have to fuel. I want something I can set up and forget it, like just done, right? So I think conveyor belts, even though that's going to be a really long ways to run conveyor belts, it might look really stupid now that I think of it. It's a trade-up either way, so we'll have to figure something out. But also, we need to head back to base and start setting up a steel production. Now that we've got coal and we can get it in a it's readily available, we need to start figuring out steel production, getting it going on a foundry. I think it's a foundry you have to make to do that. Yeah, smelts 2 resources into alloy ingots. So yeah, this would actually be a pretty good spot. We got coal right here and iron right there. We could probably do it right here. Just set up a foundry and ship off the finished steel. Yeah, let's do that. That's a pretty good idea. Yeah. Let me see here. If we run the coal out of there and the iron out of there, I could set up my foundry somewhere in the middle, right around here, I guess. Let me see if I've got the resources. I need some concrete to make it. Well, there's limestone over here. All right, let me grab this limestone. I'm going to go make a little bit of concrete there in the back of my tractor, and let's set up this foundry. Let's get this steel production going today. That'll be awesome. All right, I've got my foundry set up here. We'll play around with making it look nice a little bit later. I just want to get something set up and see how, make sure I understand how this thing works and get it working correctly. So I've got iron ore flowing out of there. It's filling up pretty quick because I used a second speed, the upgraded speed conveyor belt there. And then here we need to configure this for steel ingots, and it just uses 3 iron ore and 3 coal. So we need to keep what's coming into the foundry, have them come in at the same speed. So whatever conveyor belt I use coming out of these 2 storage containers, I need to use the same on each one. I don't know if I've got enough. It takes the reinforced iron plates to run these tier 2 conveyor belts, so I don't know that I've got enough to run from there all the way out here. I guess we'll find out, huh? I should probably try and run that anyways, get our steel production going as fast as possible. But then again, this thing may not be able to produce that much if I'm feeding it with all the materials and it still can't. Yeah, let's keep it simple for now. Let's just keep it simple with the regular conveyor belts. And then, if we need to, we can always upgrade it. Alright, run this conveyor belt out. I need it to run over to here. Oh, and I'm out of concrete again. Alright. I need to set up a concrete miner out here. And I need to run... Oh, I need to run power to it as well. Let's see. Power line. I hope this coal generator can power all this stuff. I guess we're about to find out. Missing concrete for that too. Ah, crap. Alright, let me make some more concrete then. Alright, there we go. There's our first steel ingots rolling off the assembly line here. How much power does this thing consume? 16 megawatts, so it's we got plenty of power coming out of that coal generator. Yeah, now we've got this set up. It's going to run into storage. How many does it produce? It seems like it's going pretty quick here. 30 per minute. That's not bad. So it'll fill this up pretty quickly. Then what we need to work on next then is getting coal to our base and our factory so we can start setting up more coal generators, because that's going to be game changing. So we got this all set up. It's not pretty, but it's set up, it's running. It's producing steel for us. Let's get back to the base and start setting up running coal to everything else there so we can start setting up coal power plants everywhere. That's what I want to do next. Alright, so here we are. I'm back at over here at the factory. I've got my coal coming in all on the second tier conveyor belts. I just ran a conveyor belt all the way down. It took a lot of reinforced iron plates, but it wasn't that bad because I've got them being produced in a couple of places, so it wasn't really that bad. Now, let's get up here to the top of the factory and set up our coal generators up here. I'm going to have it coming in, a little coal chute up here in this upper floor. Well, we're just going to have to stop production to do this, aren't we? Let's dismantle this bioburner right here, and let's put it right in its place. Power, coal generator. Oh my gosh, it takes up too much space. And I can't afford it. I need the modular frames. Well, I'm producing modular frames downstairs, but let me see. I can do a quick little to-do list here. Lets me know what I've got, what I'm missing, and you can walk around with that list up. So I need to get 6 modular frames, which I've actually got. They're being produced at one of these back here. I think they're popping into this storage right here. Yeah, 30 of them, plenty, done. All right. Yeah, I've been setting up some things. I probably didn't show everything on camera, but I kind of, set up some things here and there to produce resources keep everything going here to make sure we've got what we need. Gosh, this jump boots sometimes are a little bit crazy. I jump farther than I intend. Let's get up here. Now we can place our coal generator. You know what? I'm gonna remove this. I'll run a new power pole. How big is this thing? Will it fit right here? And I need to align it with the coal chute as well. So that means I need to run it this way. Good grief, it's too big. I need a bigger factory. Let's see if it'll work like this. Let's just do it. Upper floor will just be power for now. Get it lined up with this coal chute here. I can't really see if it's going to snap into place right or not, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it right there. That looks... that's pretty close. I was off just a hair. Whatever. Let's get it going. Conveyor belt has an invalid shape. Oh my gosh, come on, game. It needs to be moved over just a bit. And now I'm in the way. Let's see if that's it. There we go. That's close enough. Woohoo! Alright, so we've got coal coming in. Lots of coal coming in to power this generator. Now let's get our power poles going. Actually, I'm going to try and just dismantle all of this stuff here. Oh, my inventory's full of crap. I can't carry anymore. That's okay. Power pole Mark II. Let's place it. I need all the power to go to it, but I need to set up... let's see. How am I going to do this? This is going to be tricky running all these wires again. I had it it's set up pretty well, actually. Missing quick wire, so we'll just run regular power poles for now because I'm not actually producing any quick wire at the moment, and I don't feel like going and finding some at the moment. I want to get this up and running, right? Why is it won't let me snap that? There was one there before. Please place that. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to redo it. Alright, place there. Encroaching others clearing. Oh, I guess it was saying it was too close to one of those other facilities down there. Alright, so that's gonna supply power down to here. To these two constructors. Need to run a power line to this one. Does this one already have power? Oh gosh, I'm getting confused. There's too much stuff going on. It's acting like... oh, okay, so it is receiving a power pole from another area. Okay. Well, now it's all tied into the grid. Alright, so everything down here is up and running. It's all tied into my coal generator. I've got a few of these overclocked down here trying to get more screws out as fast as possible to feed these two machines. One of them is producing the reinforced iron plates and the other one's producing the rotors, so I'm trying to really crank out the screws here as fast as possible, and I need to get power to those so that they can run. So basically, I've just got to run cables down these stairwells here was the idea. So... this is not going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but it'll get us going for a minute. I can always sort it out and make it look nice later. For now, I just need this place up and running. Got that one. Power going there. We're still good. Power hasn't shut off. All right, last one. Fingers crossed. How much were we consuming? About 35 is the max? Really? I thought it would have been more than that. Let me give it a second here just to make sure nothing's going to trip the breaker, but it looks like we've got it set up, guys. Looks like we got it set up. Oh, that's going to be awesome if it is. That means I can eliminate that one too and run that off of the same power grid, right? Which I still need to set that up and get a tractor running. Like I said, I've been, what's this thing waiting on? Oh, there it is. Trip the breaker. Yep. Everything turned, it wasn't all running at the same time. I was afraid of that. Alright. Let me try and overclock this bad boy here. How much did we use? Because it produces, what, 50 or so? We can produce 68 now. So our capacity should exceed any demand. Hopefully. Now that we got it overclocked, it should be working. Man, and it's still, more coal is coming out of that than we're burning. So this is going to be super efficient right now. In fact, I probably can go down there and put a splitter down there and run coal somewhere else. Maybe put a splitter back there and run coal up here so I can get rid of all the biomass generators up here as well. Maybe run one down to my base. Who knows how much those things can produce, but it's obviously coal generators don't use that much, so I need to split it up, and we can get very, very efficient now with these coal generators. And yes, we are consuming much less energy than we're producing now. So I'm just going to leave it overclocked and tune it a little bit later. That is all the time we've got for today, though, guys. I'm going to try and run another conveyor belt out there, get some more coal production going everywhere, because I'm tired of the biomass, having to go hunt it down, cut up trees, gather leaves, all that stuff. So I'm going to try and run some conveyor belts around and see if we can get some coal going everywhere else. But that's all the time we've got for today. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. Post me any comments or questions down below. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.